Welcome to Quikframe's third tutorial. Let's just explore some of Quikframe's features. Let's have a look at what happens when you make mistakes as you're inputting the data. I've created the geometry for this very simple frame. There's no loads on it yet, and there's no sections assigned. But let's see what happens as we try and proceed. I'm going to add a load, and it's going to be a trapezoidal load, or rather triangular. It's going to act horizontally. I'm going to enter a start value of 0 and a finish value of 23. OK. Now the prompt says pick a member nearer end for start value. I'm going to click here and here. Notice this is another of Quikframe's great strengths. Because this is one single member, we only need to add one trapezoidal load instead of 4. And if, of course, we were adding 4, we would have to work out the value of the loads at each of these nodes. OK, let's have a look at the bending moment diagram. Now the program's stopped. It says member has not been assigned section group. And we've got three options. Show me now, show in troubleshoot, do not show. Let's have a look at it in troubleshoot. Troubleshoot is open down the right hand side. It's made these checks for typical problems that happen when we input frames, and we can see in red here unassigned section group 11 issues. So if we select this, it's showing all the members because none of them have got sections assigned. If we right click on this and select help, we'll see some help text explaining what the problem is, and we can drill down and we can get instructions on how to remedy. Okay, let's close that. Now what I'm going to do now is quickly put those sections into a section group. So I'm going to select all the members. I'm going to right click and select member properties. On the group tab, I'm going to pop them into the default group. Now straight away on this side we can see that the frame is now working. So I'm now going to look at the bending moment diagram, and it's fine. Let's have a look at a frame that was supplied by a customer. I'm going to save this one first. Test. Let's close it. And file, reopen. Let's have a look at this frame. This is slightly more complex, and if we click on bend moment diagram, it says the frame is a mechanism, stiffness matrix is not positive definite. Now this came in from a customer. The customer is unable to see what was wrong, so in the last release of Quikframe we produced this troubleshoot option. So file, troubleshoot, and we can see 4 issues here on member end connections. Now what troubleshoot has done is it's scanned the geometry of this frame, and it's found members which actually, although they appear to connect, don't quite connect. So if we right click on this and click help, we can see a description of the problem. More importantly, you can also see a description of how to fix it. So I'll close the help text. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to fix this problem. So I'm going to zoom in on this node, and I'm going to do that by just turning the mouse button until we're close in. And as we come in, we can see what the actual problem is. Those members don't connect. So I'm going to deselect the members by clicking to the right. And then I'm going to pick up the end of this member, and I'm going to drag it to the node. Straight away, it's now fixed. I'm going to zoom out and look at the deflection, and the frame now analyzes. So that's our troubleshoot option. We think it works extremely well. The great thing is that you can actually leave this open as you modify your frame. So if we were to drag this member away, we would instantly see that there is an issue with an unattached member. If we drag the member back, the issue is fixed. If we go to the loads and we drag one of these loads away from a member, we can see that we've now got an unattached load problem. If we drag it back, the problem's fixed. So that concludes tutorial 3.